The impact of our diet on our overall well-being and lifespan cannot be understated. Unsurprisingly, researchers worldwide have been diligently examining the eating habits of individuals to better understand this connection. Dr. Steidelman, a prominent figure in the field, has recently conducted an extensive study involving nearly 500,000 participants, aiming to shed light on the effects of various diets. Unfortunately, the results of this study do not bode well for proponents of the keto diet. As one might expect, the findings highlight a crucial reality. Regardless of one's geographical location or daily dietary preferences, adopting a diet that completely eliminates entire food groups and relying on shortcuts for achieving good health may yield temporary benefits but could potentially lead to premature mortality. The popular ketogenic diet, known for its stringent restriction of carbohydrate intake to less than 20 grams per day, equivalent to a small apple, while primarily focusing on high-fat foods, falls into the category of such restrictive diets. Alas, it appears that such dietary approaches may have adverse long-term consequences. Moreover, there are several other low-carb weight loss diets in the same category, including the paleo diet, Atkins diet, Dunkin' diet, and many more. While the advantages of the keto diet are difficult to refute, such as its effectiveness in rapid weight loss and blood sugar regulation, it is essential to consider the potential drawbacks associated with it. It is worth noting that the keto diet has demonstrated positive outcomes in managing epileptic seizures, particularly in children who struggle with controlling them. For decades, professionals have successfully guided individuals in utilizing the keto diet as an intervention for these conditions, yielding promising results. In conclusion, the recent study by Dr. Steidelman has raised concerns regarding the long-term viability of the keto diet and other restrictive dietary approaches. While initial benefits may be observed, it is vital to evaluate the potential risks associated with these diets. As we strive to maintain our well-being, it is crucial to adopt a holistic approach to nutrition that balances diverse food groups and seeks guidance from healthcare professionals. However, there is some evidence suggesting that adopting a low-carb diet may potentially lead to a decrease in glucose tolerance and the development of diabetes. This means that if you deprive your body of carbohydrates for an extended period, it may forget how to efficiently process them when reintroduced. Similar to how you shouldn't spend countless hours exercising every day, it is important to find a balance. Engaging in about 30 minutes of exercise per day or 1 to 2 hours every other day, for instance, allows your body to adapt to stress and remain prepared. This is the ultimate goal of physical activity. Just as muscles need regular workouts to stay strong, your body needs occasional exposure to carbs for its proper functioning. You completely eliminate carbohydrates from your diet, your pancreas could potentially shrink, and your body might lose its ability to effectively absorb glucose in the absence of any carb intake. It is crucial to strike a balance in your dietary and exercise habits. While reducing carb consumption can have its benefits, completely eliminating them may have adverse effects on your body's glucose tolerance and overall health. Researchers have recently made significant discoveries regarding beneficial dietary recommendations through extensive investigations. The key findings emphasize the importance of incorporating a variety of nutritious elements into one's meals. It is advised to prioritize the consumption of vegetables, moderate amounts of grains, healthy fats, and legumes, while minimizing the intake of highly processed foods, excessive quantities of meat, and dairy products. This research highlights the significance of making wise food choices, as it may hold the key to unlocking longevity and a life brimming with good health. Laboratory experiments conducted on overweight men have yielded valuable insights that challenge the popular notion of the ketogenic diet as an effective fat-burning solution. Contrary to expectations, the ketogenic diet did not prove superior in burning body fat compared to a regular diet. Rather, it compelled individuals to significantly reduce their sugar intake. It is important to remember that sugar is a form of carbohydrate, and the ketogenic diet also promotes the elimination of processed and unhealthy foods. Both of these practices contribute positively to overall health and help maintain stable blood sugar levels, consequently reducing the risk of developing cancer. However, it is crucial to note that the exclusion of all beneficial carbohydrates is unnecessary, even for individuals who need to restrict their carbohydrate intake. The body requires a certain amount of good carbohydrates for optimal functioning. Therefore, adopting a specialized high-fat, low-carb diet should not become a daily routine for generally healthy individuals, just as taking aspirin regularly should not be a habit for everyone, as it may have adverse effects on certain individuals. Indeed, unless we are experiencing severe starvation, our bodies are not naturally adapted to rely solely on fat as a fuel source. Some individuals may argue otherwise, but typically, our bodies are designed to function using glucose. This is evident by the fact that when we consume fat, it is converted into glucose, rather than being directly burned. Glucose is crucial to our well-being, as indicated by the significance of maintaining blood sugar levels. If glucose were not essential, concerns about blood sugar would be non-existent. In order to survive, our blood sugar must be maintained at a minimum level of 70 to 90. Those who claim glucose is dispensable are simply incorrect. Otherwise, during periods of fasting, our blood glucose levels would drop to zero, rendering it unnecessary. However, even during a ketogenic state, our bodies still produce glucose. Furthermore, low-carb diets may inadvertently lead to insufficient intake of vital nutrients like magnesium, calcium, and potassium. These nutrients can be readily obtained from less restrictive diets that include wholesome carbohydrates such as beans, bananas, and oats. Research consistently suggests that individuals who consume whole foods and nutrient-dense meals tend to live longer and have reduced risk of cancer. Additional research was recently presented at the European Society of Cardiology, where researchers analyzed the self-reported eating habits of approximately 25,000 individuals in the United States. They compared their findings with previous studies involving a staggering 500,000 people. The outcome revealed that individuals who consumed a moderate amount of carbohydrates, not excessively high or low, actually had a longer lifespan compared to those who followed either a low-carb or high-carb diet. Therefore, it is advisable to adopt a balanced approach, incorporating a moderate amount of healthy carbohydrates into one's diet. Recent research indicates that over the course of time, adhering to low-carbohydrate diets is linked to an elevated risk of mortality from various causes. This implies that while individuals may avoid succumbing to diabetes, they face a heightened vulnerability to cardiovascular diseases, cancers, strokes, and heart attacks. Furthermore, a recently conducted study discovered that individuals consuming diets lacking in nutritional quality, characterized by a scarcity of fresh vegetables, legumes, and nuts, are more prone to developing prevalent and lethal forms of cancer such as colon, stomach, lung, liver, and breast cancer. Consequently, we are progressively comprehending that there are no quick fixes or shortcuts when it comes to attaining a healthy lifestyle. Determining the precise dietary regimen that promotes longevity can be challenging. One of the primary obstacles is the fact that our lives are not lived within meticulously controlled laboratory environments. Until the day arrives when we all become extensively studied lab subjects, which seems rather daunting, our knowledge predominantly relies on long-term observational data, often obtained through surveys. These surveys have consistently demonstrated that individuals who consume reduced amounts of meat and dairy products, while minimizing their intake of processed foods, and instead prioritize fiber-rich plant-based foods such as vegetables, nuts, and whole grains, tend to experience the most favorable health outcomes. These individuals primarily rely on whole foods in their diets, avoiding processed alternatives. So, it is evident that adopting a lifestyle conducive to longevity necessitates making mindful dietary choices that prioritize the consumption of unprocessed, plant-based foods, while limiting meat and dairy intake. By embracing this approach, individuals can enhance their overall well-being and improve their chances of leading a long and healthy life. It's not merely about consuming certain foods or managing debt. Rather, it revolves around the avoidance of processed foods. In studies conducted on individuals who lived long lives, it was found that they preferred whole grain rice over white rice. Similarly, they chose to consume natural foods such as fruits and vegetables, instead of processed alternatives like fruit juice or smoothies. By opting for whole foods, these individuals retain the essential fiber and nutrients present in plants. Fiber serves a crucial role beyond maintaining digestive regularity. Scientists have discovered that a diet rich in fiber can help counter the effects of aging and harmful chemicals associated with Alzheimer's disease. Furthermore, it reduces inflammation in the gut. When researchers fed mice with fiber, they observed that the body effectively absorbed the carbohydrates, leading to various health benefits. Given the positive outcomes seen in mice, researchers are confident that the advantages of consuming more fiber extend to humans as well. However, adhering to a plant-based, high-fiber diet can be challenging, particularly for those following a low-carb regimen, especially individuals with diabetes. Many high-fiber foods, such as beans, peas, and certain fruits, are rich in carbohydrates. It is uncommon to find a strictly low-carb, plant-based diet in the Western world, where the desire for daily meat consumption is prevalent. Unfortunately, individuals on low-carb diets often consume excessive amounts of butter and meat, which can lead to elevated blood pressure. Moreover, the consumption of processed meats has been linked to an increased risk of cancer. Additionally, meat and dairy products can cause inflammation in the body, fostering the development and growth of cancerous cells. These recent scientific findings further support the long-standing advice of parents, trainers, and coaches. Consume less junk food and remain skeptical of the latest fad diets, be it keto or any other passing trend. Thank you for tuning in. If you have already subscribed, I recommend checking out the video displayed in that corner, as it may provide further assistance to you.